Hello, Libra. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Star Tarot by Kathy McLeland. There's Kathy's website if you would like to find it or look it up. Feel free to freeze frame if you need to, of course. Supportive Oracle Cards, Energy Oracle Cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. Websites for Sandra, or Hay House websites. Feel free to freeze frame and check out whatever you'd like to on those if you'd like to. Alright. What do we have for Libra? Oh. Well, your card came out for you. We also have the Lovers popping out. We got a lot. Ooh. Worried. For those of you this is going to hit with, I feel like when this situation starts, if you're not already in it, you're worried. It's storm warning, and you got the Justice card here, which is your card. And I'm also seeing your challenge card of the Five of Wands, which is conflict and arguments and problems. The worry of this is you got to be careful not to let this control you, because I feel like it's looking like it could be quite the damaging storm, and you do want to stay aware of it. You know what I mean? You definitely do want to stay aware of it, but you want to make sure you don't over-prepare for something if it's not going to happen. But you kind of want to keep an eye on it, like, wait, how close is it getting? You know what I mean? It's kind of like, and I don't live in a place with tornadoes, but I'm seeing that tornado and I'm thinking, I want to say some places put tape over their windows for a reason, like so that they don't break or have a better chance of not breaking. So it's almost like taping up your windows and maybe, picking up the yard, trying to put things away, but not, locking the place up so tightly and hiding down in the basement for, 2 days if it's not going to come that close. You want to keep an eye on it. You want to prepare in case it comes your way, kind of like taping up the windows just in case, getting things out of the yard, putting things away so that things aren't all over the house, trying to make things as secure as possible, but still livable. And kind of like living life, looking around, keep going and, checking each side, like where is that storm now? Is it coming this way? Is it not? Is it just kind of hovering over there? What is it doing? We want to make sure we stay prepared in case we need to deal with it. Like, we want to prepare for it. We don't want it to rule us. I don't know if that makes sense. Keep an eye out for it. Keep an eye on it. How close is it? Because if it's like I think I see some dark clouds in the distance. I don't know if they're coming this way, but like I'm preparing, and I'm still doing what I want. I'm still getting work done. I'm still working on this, but I'm every now and then I'm just checking the Doppler. I'm looking out the window, maybe like every 10 minutes, depending on how close I think it is. But I'm still doing what I need to do, and I'm keeping an eye. Like, I feel like that might sound a little crazy, but like if you're checking every 10 to 15 minutes, like, okay, it's not coming closer, and I keep the Doppler is close to me. Maybe I got the radio or something on, so that like if something goes a little wonky, there'll more than likely be some type of alarm going off. But I'm still living my life. I'm still doing what I need to do. I'm not letting it rule me. I'm just keeping an eye on it, if this makes sense. I feel like I need to say this correctly or it's going to screw the whole thing up. Because I feel like this is one of those things where, like, for the whole week, I feel like I'm doing this the whole week. To the point where when I'm sleeping, I'm like, all right, let me try to, like, I'm going to leave things so that I'm sleeping in a spot, or I'm keeping people sleeping in a spot where, like, just in case, we're close to each other, people can keep a lookout. You know what I mean? We're in a safer spot of the house. If all of a sudden we hear the winds are picking up really fast, it won't take a lot to move people where they need to go to be safe. I feel like I am kind of living like that, but I don't want to like restrict myself so much that I'm living in fear. I don't know. It's a tricky balance. It does feel like a tricky balance. Because I don't know what's going to happen. I got the moon card coming in, but I also have the Aquarius, kind of like I don't want to halt my life and just hide in the basement for a week. I don't want to just hide in the basement for a week. I want to live my life, but for example, at nighttime when we're sleeping, maybe we're all going to sleep in the same room. Just, we'll make it a movie night. We'll make this a thing. So we'll watch things together, and we'll stay fairly close. We'll stay connected. Just something fun. But when we live our lives, we'll do what we're normally going to do. We'll just keep an eye out. We'll keep each other in earshot, so we can be like, keep an eye out, keep a lookout. If you notice something, let me know. Blah, 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 blah. But we're still going to get everything done we need to do. We're still going to go to the grocery store. We're still going to pay the bills. We're still going to do the work we can do from home. We're just keeping an extra eye out just to make sure. And it feels like it's going like this for the whole week. For a lot of you, I feel like this is a whole week. This is going on for a whole week. We just don't want to go into panic mode. I feel like it's close. Like, we got to be careful not to go into panic mode, because this could get pretty rough. I think that's why they're giving the storm warning card. So this is what's kind of like looming around you. You got the King of Wands, which, don't get caught up in the gender, but there's somebody... This isn't like a typical characteristic of the King of Wands, but in this situation, I'm getting somebody's mad, and you know they're mad. You know they're angry about something. The thing is, are they going to do anything about it? And they might not really feel... They may not really feel like there's anything they can do about it, but at the same time, they might want to vent about it, because I feel like they're venting about it every now and then. And you keep wondering, like, how bad of a problem is this going to be? Because they just keep venting about it little by little. They're venting about it, and you're like, is this going to be a big argument? Or are they just letting off steam to get over it? Is this their way of working through it? They're talking about it, but you can tell they're upset. Whatever it is they're upset about, it feels to them like they already lost it. So it's almost like they're starting to move on from it. They feel like they already lost something. They're not really happy about it, but they really can't take action to reclaim it, is what I'm also getting. They don't really feel like they can. There's this... It's the Page. It really is the Page of Swords energy floating around them, which kind of makes me feel like in this reading, like there might be... I don't know if you want to call them troublemakers or people who are just kind of... They're keeping the situation alive, and they keep the conversation going, and it doesn't really seem like it's necessary, but other people keep the conversation going, or they bring up that conversation, which makes this person unhappy, and then we hear about how they're unhappy. And I feel like this is one of the reasons you're like, oh... To you it feels like, oh, it's a good chance this could, like, blow up, because other people keep bringing it up. I don't know, it's kind of like, it's rocky, I don't know. I feel like that's a little bit annoying to you, kind of like if they would just let it go, if they would just leave it alone, we could just move on from it. I do get the Devil with the Three of Pentacles going forward for whoever this person is, which ironically, the Devil is an Earth card, Three of Pentacles is an Earth card. This is compatible, like they're going to be moving on from this. There will be a way for them to address this, but they're working on moving on from it. So there is a change coming forward with this person. They don't like what happened. They don't like how it turned out. They're going to be making their own choices and moving forward and working at that. The deeper they get into that, the less they're going to be of a problem. Once you realize what they've chosen to do, I feel like it's just about you helping them make that happen. That's what moves this whole storm forward and moves it on. Helping it just... Oh, this is what they want. That's what they're going to do. They've accepted that that's not going to work out. Whatever this was, it's not going to work out the way they want it to, but they're working towards this because of it. And then it's just about you helping them move forward in that direction, and the Lover's card comes in. They seem to be focused on the new direction. I feel like this might be a little misleading with the Lover's card. I wouldn't say they were happy. I would say they're working on becoming happy when they get to this new destination. So when they actualize their new goal, I keep getting, like, I'm seeing cars, I'm seeing SUVs, I don't know why. So it's almost like somebody lost their car, something happened to their car, it got damaged or whatever. Once they get a replacement vehicle and they actually have that replacement vehicle, then they'll be happy. Then things will be good because I do get the lovers, I do get the sun card. Things are going to be great. But the thing is, they got to get past. They have to get there first. Until they're there, I'm getting the Hanged Man with the Emperor. This is more. The Emperor is more fire energy. The Hanged Man, I don't think so, really. Not really. I can't really find a way to connect that to fire, but until they've achieved their new goal, they do seem to be kind of difficult to deal with. For example, if they for whatever reason their car was damaged and they can't use their vehicle, their SUV, whatever, until they have their new one and they're enjoying their new one, they're going to be difficult. But once they have, it's almost like it's like a switch was flipped as soon as they have it. They're like, okay, cool, happy, fine, moving on. So they will be difficult till they get to that point. And I almost feel like this is part of this. Like, so you're right. There could be a storm. I just don't. I feel like the more they're working on their new goal, the more they're centered on that. You just got to help keep them centered on that and promote that. Help them do that. The more you help them do that, the easier sailing this is for you. I also want to put another side note. By you helping them, it does seem to be easier for you to kind of avoid this storm. If other people are poking the bear, they might get the brunt of the storm. So you can kind of look out for yourself. You can only do so much for other people. If this person, the King of Wands, gets upset with other people and blows up on them, that's its own situation. I almost feel like you got to kind of let that be. I would just kind of let that be. There's only so much you can do, you know what I mean? You're one person. You can do what's best for you, but if other people want to poke the bear, that's on them. Let's remember that. That's on them. I think we're there. Alright, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below with the same email. Thank you again for watching, and have a great day.